Hello crocheters, welcome to Crazy Cool Crochet. In this project we are working on these adorable holiday slippers or Christmas slippers, whatever you prefer. And these are very easy and they work up really fast. So they make great stocking stuffers or gifts, and they are super inexpensive to make. I used just value type yarn, the inexpensive yarns, and surprisingly the yarn was really soft and it used very, very little yarn. Make up a list of who you want to gift these for and start creating. So I used number 4 yarn, and the fur trim is optional. You'll need a number 6mm hook, scissors, and the yarn needle. And yes, these can be made in different sizes. And this is what we are working towards. So we'll do this portion first, the multicolor, and then we will attach the solid color and work that. We're going to start with a chain of 47. Now we're going to double crochet in each chain, and we're going to start in the 3rd chain from the hook. So we're skipping the first 2, double crochet in the next one, and in each chain. At the end of the row, chain 2 and turn. Now we are going to work in front post, double crochet, back post, double crochet in each double crochet post from below. So start as if for a double crochet, grab your yarn. Now we're going to work into this post right here from the front to the back around that post. Grab your yarn, 3 loops on the hook, and work your double crochet. Now in the next post we're going to do back post double crochet. That was the front post, it's facing front. Grab your yarn, go from behind, and then across that next post, grab your yarn, working in the back, and complete your double crochet. That's a back post double crochet. Now front post, we're alternating. See how that works? Behind the post, grab the yarn, 3 loops on the hook, double crochet. Alternating, so now we're going to do back post. Grab your yarn, go from the back so that you're going across that post. Grab your yarn, you're working in the back, 3 loops on the hook, work your double crochet. Front post, back post, front post, back post. Front post again. Now the back post. Grab your yarn, go from the back to the front, across the post, to the back again, grab your yarn, double crochet. So now you're going to do that all the way across in each post. Once you get the hang of this, it goes pretty fast. You would have worked the multicolor portion for 9 total rows. 9 rows. Then we're going to work on the solid portion. And by the way, this is not supposed to be the size of your foot. So don't be thinking that is huge. It will never fit. No, it's not supposed to be the size of your foot. This will be folded in such a way that you'll see as we continue. Now for the solid portion, you're going to attach your yarn with a chain 2. So insert the hook, chain 2, and then continue in the pattern. Same thing, front post, back post, double crochets, And this solid portion, you are only doing it for 9 front posts. This is the easiest way I'm finding to count. So we're counting the front posts because those are popping out and they're easier. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's as far as we go. Not even halfway across. Then you chain 2, turn, continue in the pattern. And that portion we will work for 14 rows. Now I'm going to show you how we fold this so that we can seam it and finish it up. And I'm also going to explain how you size this piece. If, for example, you're making a different size or you're making it a little bit larger or smaller, this is crucial that you know the size of this panel. Okay, so when we go to fold it, bring the solid portion over here to the multicolor portion. Those should be equal, even. But here's the important part. This should be centered so that, okay, there's the multicolor, there's the solid, and there's the point where they meet. Okay, so if this was, for example, too short, if it was not like the full 14 rows, again, if you're making adjustments to your size, this needs to all fit right there and right there. Now, you also need to end up with this point. Here's why. If you turn it like this, we need to have that shape like a triangle, because that's what we're going to fold over this way, seam here and here, and that becomes the front part where your toes go. Also good to know, this looks the same on both sides. So your finished slipper, you can decide if you want this on the outside or this on the outside, or if you want this on the inside. Then remember when you're folding it, which way you're going to end up. But again, this works on both sides equally, so that should not be a problem. Now let's do the seaming. Now we are going to seam. So this is the back by the heel, and then this is the bottom or the sole, and that's the top. Okay, so we're going to seam, let me turn this over, this way and this way. And now we're going to stop the seam where the solid portion begins. And I have put my version of a stitch marker, just a scrap piece of yarn, where I want to stop the seaming, where I want to end the seaming. So you're using your yarn needle with the length of yarn. Attach the yarn. I like to use knots. And then with a whip stitch, just seam down the back and the bottom. Make sure you're grabbing 2 stitches or 2 strands on each panel. And just continue that till you get to your stitch marker. Now that we have seamed the bottom and the back, there's the top. We're going to do the toe. Seam the toe. Get your tails out of the way. Okay, so now we're going to bend over the pointy part like so. So you end up with a triangle. I've already attached my yarn over here, so I'm going to seam from here and then up that way. We're going to turn this right side out. And because this is quite wide, we're going to tighten that up with a row, one row of single crochet, and then that will also form the basis or the foundation for the fur, one row of fur. If you are one, and I know a lot of people don't like to work with the fur, this is going to be a breeze because it's just one little row of single crochets, not a big deal. But if you still don't want to use the fur, then you can do another row of single crochet just to give you a nicer edge, or even prettier, if you know how, because I'm not going to teach you here, you can do a row of reverse single crochet or the crab stitch, which will go this way. That would be a beautiful finish also. With the right side facing, attach your yarn at the back. Chain one, and now skip over and do a single crochet. And because the point of this is to tighten it up a little bit, we're going to not go into each stitch like you normally would. You're going to skip over as much as you need to. Okay, so what I'm doing is skipping over each front post. That's just like a little guide for me. So keep doing that. When you come around and it looks like it might still be too wide, then skip a few more. Like here, I'll go all the way over here rather than right there. I know I'm not giving you very precise instructions there. Go all the way over here. You'll get the feel of it as you're working around. If it's tight enough or not too tight, not tight enough. Did I just say that? All right, I'm going to stop here now and let you finish this. I'm back to where I started. I'm going to slip stitch into that first stitch there. Chain and then tie it off. This will still tighten up a little bit more with the fur, because we'll be able to skip a couple more stitches if you need to. Okay, I've attached the fur yarn the same as I attached the other one. And we're just going to do single crochets again. So I'm going to skip that first one to tighten it up a little bit more. And this you can work quite loosely. See, this is not a big deal working with this yarn. People complain that they don't see where they're supposed to put the hook. The hook pretty much has a mind of its own. It knows where to go. So continue that around, and again, if you want this to be tightened up a little bit more, you can skip a couple stitches here and there. And you will end it the same as you did for the single crochet row. There you are, your cute little Christmas slippers. And like I said at the beginning, these would make great little gifts, stocking stuffers. I hope you like these and that you'll give me a thumbs up down below. Leave me a comment. What do you think? So if you have not yet subscribed, I would really appreciate that. I'm going to have a pattern for this over at my Etsy shop, crazycoolcrochet.us.etsy.com. And I hope that you will come back for the next project. Thank you all.